Hello friends, good evening. My name is Harender Jangra and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we are going to learn about installation of SCCM Server. So how you can install SCCM in your test environment or in your production environment. So every steps we will consider here, every steps we will learn here. So I will use this machine to install SCCM server. So in this machine we have around 500 disk 500 GB hard disk drive, and I have enough RAM in this machine. We have 32 GB RAM in this machine. You can install SCCM server in your test machine where you should have around 500 GB hard disk drive space, and you just can have around 8 GB RAM, so that would be enough. So what I need to do, I will create two virtual machine in my physical machine, and I will use VMware Workstation Pro to create those virtual machines. And I will create two virtual machines where I will install Server 2012 R2 operating system, and in one virtual machines I will install Active Directory, and in the second virtual machines I will install SCCM Server. So how exactly you can use, how exactly you can create virtual machines, every steps we will cover in this video. So what you need to create, you just need to create two virtual machines, one for Active Directory and second for SCCM Server. So what are the prerequisites to install SCCM Server? Every prerequisite you can download, like first of all you should have a server operating system, like for Active Directory as well, and for your SCCM machine you should have a server operating system. So in this machine I will use Server 2012 R2. So you can download Server 2012 R2 in the given link, and we will require ADK, Advanced Deployment Kit, and you can download this from given link. And we also would require SQL Server, any version, any compatible version you can download, like, but in our this video we will use SQL Server 2014. So you can download this version from the given link, and after that finally we should have SCCM setup so that we would be able to install this. So you can download SCCM setup from this path, and this would be free for 180 days. So exactly how we will create our infrastructure: in first virtual machines I will install Active Directory, where I will install Server 2012 R2 standard, and in this machine I will install Active Directory and DNS. So this would be my domain name, ithub.com. You can put any name like that you like, and this would be my fkdn dc.ithub.com, and this is the IP address I will configure in my Active Directory, 192.168.0.100. And in my second virtual machines where I will install SCCM server, I will take Server 2012 R2, the same operating system I will install, and the role I will install SCCM server in this machine, and this would be my fkdn name of SCCM machine, sccm.ithub.com, and the IP address I will use 192.168.0.105. So let's start how you can install, how you can configure. So in my machine I have installed VMware Workstation 12 Pro, so I will use this software to create virtual machines. So let's take an example. First of all, we should have a folder where we can install our virtual machines. So I will create virtual machines like IT hub, so this is the folder where I want to install our virtual machines. I will create two folder here, one for Active Directory and second for SCCM Server. So I have my data like for installation data, so I will show you. I have SQL Server ISO, SQL Server 2014 ISO, and I have Server 2012 R2 ISO. So with the help of this ISO, I will create virtual machines and I will install Server 2012 R2, and this is my ADK version. You can download latest version, and I have already set up of ADK. So, and we should have a installation file. We should have a setup of our SCCM server. So 1802 is the version that I will install in this machine, and this is the setup of SCCM server, and I can download this setup from Microsoft site, and the path I have already mentioned there, and these are the links you can download from my website www.harenderjangra.com. You can find these path, or I will mention these path in my YouTube video summary as well, so you can use these links to download the stuffs. So what you need to do, just open your VMware workstation and click on create a new virtual machine. You can take any option like typical or custom. I will take typical. Just you need to provide your ISO file to install server 2012 R2, and under data folder I have server 2012 R2, and here as well I have server 2012 R2, so I will use this. Just click on open, click on next. What version you want to install, you can take standard as well, you can take data center, but don't select data core or standard core. So in this scenario I am taking Windows Server 2012 R2 standard. So what would be the password? Like after installation, do you want to add any password? Yes, I want to set a password so that after installation this password should be configured. Just click on next. Where you want to store this virtual machine, जो हमने earlier जो folder which we created earlier, just point this path, IT Hub AD, because I will use this machine for Active Directory. This is the name that will show in the top, like Active Directory IT Hub. So just click on next. Choose store virtual disk as a single file and give the size like 50-60 GB would be enough. Just click on next, because in this machine I will install Active Directory, so this would be enough. Just click on next, click on customize hardware and do the setting for network adapter. In network adapter you need to choose bridge and click on replicate physical network connection state. But you should know about this, what is the use of this option. Actually in bridge connection, what it will do, this machine will communicate with all machines where it's connected, like with physical as well as outer side of network. So if you are doing this in your physical environment, so make sure this option should not be selected. If you are doing this on your test machine and the machine is not connected with your network, office network, so you can select this option. Because this machine is not connected with my office network, so I can choose this option. If your machine is connected with your office network, you can take host options. So in host option, machine will communicate only with other virtual machines, not with physical machine or outer side network. So just choose your configuration according to scenario. Just click on finish. and installation has been started. Let's wait till the complete and after that we need to create one more virtual machines that we will use for SCCM server, and in this machine we will install Active Directory. So what would be our configuration? Server 2012 R2 standard we already took. Active Directory we will install in this machine, and the domain name we will use ithub.com. Guys, I am just going to pause this video till it's complete, because if we will not pause this video it will be very lengthy, so I'm just doing pause. So still our installation is going on, and it has been done and it's restarting. Till the time, let's create a new template for second virtual machines. Just click on home tab and click on create a new virtual machine. Just click on new. Same installer file we will same ISO we will use to install the other machines, because in other machines also we are going to take Windows Server 2012 R2 standard, and we can define password. Yes, this would be the password after installation. Just click on next and provide the path where you want to store this virtual machine. Just click on C drive, and this is the path where I want to store, and provide your name like SCCM IT Hub. Just click on next and click on store virtual disk as a single file, and like in this machine I'm just adding 100 GB space. Just click on next and click on customize hardware, and choose your network adapter and select bridge, because I want to communicate this machine with physical, that's why I took this option. Just click on next, click on finish. So we have installed server 2012 R2 in one machine that we will use for Active Directory, and for second virtual machine we have just started. So till the time our SCCM machine is building, so we comes on our Active Directory machine, and let's install VMware tool so that our mouse and keyboard would be work fine. And the VMware tool is installation is going on in this machine. Let's wait. Yes, we have successfully installed VMware tool as well in this machine, and machine has been automatically restarted. Installation is going on for SCCM machine as well. This is the password where I entered in starting when I was creating template in virtual machines. So this is my machine where I will install Active Directory. So in this machine what I need to do, I just need to install Active Directory. To install Active Directory, what are the prerequisites? we should have server 2012, we should have server operating system, and we should have a valid static IP address, and we should have a password enabled on our local admin. So these are the prerequisite that we need to install on, that we need to configure on Active Directory machine. So guys, these are the steps exactly that we will use to install our SCCM server. So first of all, we need to install Active Directory and we need to configure DNS server. So, and after that just join our SCCM machine into domain that we just configured earlier. And the third steps we need to do on AD machines. We need to create a user, any name you can enter, but in our this scenario we will create a user for SCCM admin and we will provide required credentials. We will add this user into domain admin, under domain admin. This is not mandatory, but I will use this account to configure to manage our SCCM server, so that's why I will add required privilege to this. So after that I'm on fourth step. We need to extend our Active Directory schema, and this is the steps that we need to perform on Active Directory machine. Fifth, we need to create system management container, and we need to delegate to AD machine, SCCM machine, and a domain administrator account and SCCM admin account that we just created in third steps. And the sixth step is we need to go on our SCCM machine and we need to open local admin group in SCCM machine, and we just need to add SCCM admin and SCCM machine into that group so that these account have admin rights on SCCM machines. So the seventh step, we need to install some roles and features on SCCM machines. Like which roles and features we need to install: IAS, .NET, .NET 3.5, .NET 4.5, remote differential compression, and bits. These are the roles and features that we need to install on SCCM machine. And the eighth step is install ADK on SCCM machine, and the ninth is install SQL Server, and the 10th is we need to install SCCM Server. So let's start to write something how to install Active Directory. So to install Active Directory, what should you have? We should have server operating system, password should be enabled, and the third is we should have a static IP address. So let's come on our virtual machines, on Active Directory machines. So we already have server 2012 R2. So this is the server operating system, and we have password. We already set the password. If you didn't set the password, so just open local users and groups with the type of this command lusrmgr.msc, and just click on users and select your administrator user and right click on this and click on set password and click on proceed, and just type the password and click on OK. That's it. And after that you need to provide static IP to this machine. So just open your local area connection and click on property, provide the static IP address. So like 192.168.0.100 I will use in this machine, and 192.168.0.20 this would be my gateway. If I want to run internet in this machine, I can enter, otherwise this is not mandatory. So the same IP address that you have entered above, so just provide the static IP like 0.100, the same IP address that you need to enter under DNS server. Just click on OK, click on OK. Now what you need to do, you need to install a role that would be required for Active Directory and that is ADDS, Active Directory Domain Services. Just open Server Manager on your AD machine and click on Add Roles and Features. Just click on Next. Choose role based or feature based installation. Just click on Next. I'm sorry, before do this we should change our host name of this machine, because if I will right click on if I will open system property, you will see the computer name is win-pta something something. So I want to change this host name because I will use the DC. Just click on OK and restart your machine. Let's come on our SCCM machine. Our server 2012 R2 in SCCM machine also has been installed, and it look like in this machine the VMware tool as well has been installed. So just come on our Active Directory machine and let's install Active Directory. So just open your Server Manager on Active Directory machine. Click on Add Roles and Features and just click on Next button and choose role based or feature based installation. Just click on Next, and this is the host name in of our virtual machines where we are going to install Active Directory. So just select this and click on Next. Here we have the options. We need to select second options, add Active Directory Domain Services. This is exactly the role that we need to install Active Directory. Active Directory Domain Services. Just mark this option and click on Add Features and just click on Next. Don't need to change anything, don't need to select any features, just click on Next. Just click on Next and click on Install. Yeah, we have installed our roles. As of now, we just installed roles, Active Directory Domain Services. Now we need to configure our Active Directory. So just click on Prompt this server to a domain controller, or you can click on this notification and choose the same option, Prompt this server to a domain controller. Just click on this option. Here we have three options. We need to mark third option, add a new forest, because we are just going to create new forest, and provide your domain name. Like I will use ithub.com. This would be my domain name, and you can see this would be our configuration, like ithub.com. This would be our domain name, and this would be fkdn and DC. I already provided the name for the same machines, and 192.168.0.100 IP address I took, and you can take any name, any IP address as per your requirement and your scenario. This is not a mandatory step. So in my example I am taking ithub.com. Just click on Next. Forest functional level and domain functional level I will take higher because I want to use latest features. So just provide the password of DSRM. So in case if your Active Directory has crashed, so you can use this password to recover this Active Directory. Just click on Next. Click on Next. The NetBIOS name would be auto picked by your machine. This would be before .com. So just click on next. You don't need to change anything here. This would be the directory where our database and log files will be stored for our Active Directory. Just click on next. Click on next. So just click on install button. Guys, we have installed this roles, and now our machine has become a domain controller. Just click on close button and click on close. Your machine will be automatic restart, and after restart your machine has become a domain controller. So let's come on our second step. We need to install Active Directory, and after that we need to configure DNS server. Actually, just after installation of Active Directory we need to configure DNS server. DNS server will be automatically installed if you install Active Directory. So you just need to configure this, because the only forward lookup zone has been configured automatically, and reverse lookup zone you need to configure. So let's come on our Active Directory machine and configure DNS server. So how exactly you can check your DNS server is working fine or not? There is a command line nslookup. So that is the command through which you can check is your DNS server is working fine or not. So we have installed our Active Directory. Let's log in this machine. So we need to just configure DNS server. So how you can configure DNS servers? Just click on administrative tools and open DNS. Why this is showing? Okay. So just expand your domain name and host name, and just expand forward lookup. and you will see when you will click on your domain name, you will see the forward lookup zone has been automatically configured, and your name, host name, is resolved by your IP address. So what we need to do, we just need to create reverse lookup zone. So just right click on reverse lookup zone and click on new zone, just click on next, choose primary zone and just click on next, and just click on next. Here provide the network ID like 192.168.0, because in this machine I was using 192.168.0 series IP address, so you just need to put the network ID. Just click on next, and I'm taking both non-secure and secure dynamic update because this is my test environment, and I don't care if any non-secure update is also added. So just click on next, click on finish, and just expand your reverse lookup zone and click on this, and right click on free space area and just choose new pointer. Now we need to create a pointer record so that we can tell our Active Directory exactly, we can provide the host name with IP address. So just provide your IP address, just 192.168.0.100 is the IP address of my Active Directory. Just click on browse and click on DC and click on forward lookup and just double click on your domain name and just come lower downside and just choose your host name. Just click on OK, click on OK, that's it. So just right click on this and click on launch NS lookup to check your to check your DNS server. So if this type of result is coming, DNS request timed out, it means you need to configure your DNS server. So it's right now it's mapping with IPv6, so we don't require IPv6. So let's disable our IPv6, and I just disable LAN because it was not showing domain name. So here you should have domain name like ithub.com or any name that you have configured. So open just IPv6 and remove this entry and click on obtain DNS server automatically and just unselect this. That's it. So now come on your command prompt and type ns lookup. Now you are showing you are able to see it's resolving with address 127.0.01. So exactly what we need to do when we install Active Directory and when we restart machines, so your DNS server address will be automatically changed with 127 address. So you just need to change again 192.168.0.100, the same IP address. Just click on OK and click on OK. And now please again you need to check ns lookup. This is a command through which you can check. Yeah, it's resolving our DNS server. dc.ithub.com is our domain name, FQDN of our server, and this is the IP address. If this type of result it's showing, it means we have successfully configured our DNS server. So let's come on our second step, join your SCCM machine into domain. So we have installed our second virtual machines SCCM, and here I need to join this machine into domain. So what I need to do, first of all, I should disable firewall on our Active Directory machine so that the communication should be proper. Just I have off my firewall in AD machine, and now let's come on our SCCM machine and just provide the IP address of the same network of Active Directory. So just open local area connection in your SCCM machine and provide the password like provide the IP address 192.168.0.105 is the IP address that I will use, and 192.168.0.20 this is the gateway so that I can run internet in this machine, and this is optional. If you don't want to run internet, you can remove this, or if you want to run internet, so you need to provide the gateway of your router. So just under preferred DNS server, you need to enter the IP address of your Active Directory. So this is my Active Directory or DNS server address, so I need to enter this address here. Just click on OK, click on close, and just click on close. So just open your system property to join this machine into domain, and just click on change setting, just click on change. This is the computer name, so I will change this as well, and just provide your name that you want to set for your SCCM machine, and just click on domain tab and provide your domain name. Like ithub.com is my domain name. Just click on OK. It's asking the password for the account that have rights to join this machine into domain. So IT hub is the domain name, and just slash administrator, because as of now I didn't created any account to join any machine into domain, so I will use administrator account. So just click on restart. Now we have done our second step. Now what we need to do, we need to create a user SCCM admin to manage our SCCM server. So every company generally uses a service account to manage any server. So in my scenario, I will create a user with the name of SCCM admin, and I will use this account to manage our SCCM server. So let's come on our Active Directory machine and open your Active Directory domain, Active Directory users and computers with the command dsa.msc, or you can open this command with the administrative tools and Active Directory users and computers. So let's create one OU for our infra. Just right click on domain name or where you want to create, just click on new tab and click on organizational unit. So I'm just entering any name like SCCM admins. So under this OU I'm just going to create a user like SCCM admin, and user logo name just same name SCCM admin, and just click on next and provide the password tcs@123 tcs@123, and just click on password never expire, because I don't want this password will expire. So just mark this option password never expire and click on next and click on finish. So by default, when we create any user, any domain user, the user is member of a default group domain users. So I want to add domain admin, and so that it should have rights to change, it should have rights of every client machine admin rights, and it can change anything. So I will become this user as a domain admin. Just click on OK and apply. OK. Now I will use this account to log in this machine. Let's come on our SCCM machine and just open this machine, and let's log in with this account in this machine. So through SCCM admin account I have logged in this machine. So just open firewall.cpl again in this machine, because after join this machine into domain, a particular firewall also added. So just off the firewall and do restart one more time, because the VMware tool has been updated in this machine. That's why it was asking to restart. So let's restart our virtual machines for SCCM server. Now what we need to do, we need to extend schema on Active Directory machines. So we have done third steps. So now the fourth steps came on Active Directory, and we need to extend the schema. So how we can do this? To extend schema, you should have installation file of your SCCM server. So just open your SCCM machine and let's come on our SCCM installation media. So this is the media that I will use to install SCCM server. So just right click on this and click on copy and just paste this media on your SCCM machine, because I will use this media to install as well. So that's why I will copy this into SCCM machine. So just right click on this and click on open. When you will click on open, it will ask to unzip. Once you will do unzip, it will unzip this content under C directory, and with the name it will create a folder with the name of sc_config mgr scep1802. so just click on unzip. So we have successfully unzipped this folder. So open C drive of your SCCM machine, and you will see there is a folder sc_config mgr scep. So guys, what you need to do to extend Active Directory schema, what you need to do, you need to access your SCCM installation media. So let's come on our Active Directory machine and let's browse our SCCM machine $. And when you will browse $, of your SCCM machine, we already copied this setup sc_config mgr scep1802, and this is the media of SCCM server. So I will use this media to extend Active Directory schema on Active Directory machine. So how you need to do, you just need to run a single exe file on a particular path. Just open this and open SMS setup and click on bin and open x64, and here we have a ext. So this is the exe that exactly we need to run on Active Directory machine, and it will take around 10 seconds to complete this. Just right click on this and click on open and just click on run. Great. That's it. We have successfully extended our Active Directory schema. To cross verify, so just open C drive on your Active Directory machine. There will be created a log files under C. Just open this log file, notepad file, and you will see this message: successfully extended the Active Directory schema. So we have done our fourth steps as well. So now we need to create system management container and delegate it to AD machine, SCCM machine, and admin account and SCCM account. So how we can do this? So let's come on our Active Directory machine, because we need to do these steps on Active Directory machine only. So just click on administrative tools, open ADSI edit. So just right click on ADSI edit, just click on connect to, and you need to connect default naming context. You don't need to change anything. Just click on OK button and just click on default naming context, expand this, click on DC, expand this. You will see there is a container with the name of cn equal to system. So you need to select this cn equal to system. Just right click on this and click on new and click on objects. So we are going to create a container with the name of system management. So just choose container from here and just click on next and provide the name. Make sure the name should be only system management. You don't need to change anything, like system management. That's it. Just click on next, finish. Now we have successfully created system management container under active ADSI edit. So now we need to delegate it. How we can do this? Just open Active Directory users and computers. Once you will open this, you will not able to see any cn equal to system container here. So what you need to do, you just need to click on view tab and click on advanced features. So once you will click on this, you will see all containers. So you will see there is a container system. So just expand this and you will see system management container as well that you just created earlier. Just right click on this and click on delegate control, click on next and click on add. Just click on object type and select computer as well, just click on OK. So what are the objects that we are just going to delegate those items? So just that is DC means our Active Directory machine name, SCCM, so our SCCM machine name as well as our SCCM account users, and one more user, administrator, domain administrators. So these are the 4 items that we need to delegate. Just click on OK and select control button and select one by one each objects and just click on next. And here we need to choose create a custom task to delegate. Just click on next, just click on next. Here we have some options. We need to mark all options: property specific, creation deletion of specific child object, and we need to mark this option full control. Make sure you have selected all options. Just click on next and you will see these are the items that you have delegated for the system management container. Just click on finish. That's it. So we have done our 5th step as well. Just open command prompt and update gp, so to make sure your all changes has been done. Now comes on 6th step. Open local admin account, open local admin group on SCCM machine and add SCCM admin and SCCM machine into that group. So just come on our SCCM machine and open this is my SCCM machine, and I'm just open local users and group in this machine. So click on groups and just double click on administrators and click on add. Click on object type and click on computers and add your SCCM user as well as your SCCM machine into this. So we have done 6th step as well. Now we need to install some roles and features on our SCCM machine. So which roles exactly? IIS.NET 3.5, .NET 4.5 and remote differential compression and bits. So this is the thing that we need to do on our SCCM machine only. So just open server manager on your SCCM machine and click on add roles and features. So before do this, make sure you have server 2012 R2 ISO should be mounted. So in this machine I'm not able to see any server 2012 R2 ISO. So just right click on your virtual machines and click on settings, click on CD DVD and mark your ISO file path, C drive data. This is the ISO file and just click on connected button. So now right, you will be see you have mounted your server 2012 R2. So just click on next and choose role based or feature based. Just click on next. This is the server where you are going to install roles and features. Just click on next. Here we need to mark the option for web server IaaS. Just click on add feature. Make sure you need to mark web server IaaS. Just click on next, and we need to install some of the features like .NET 3.5, 4.5 bits and remote differential compression. This one. So just expand each and every option. Make sure you have selected all options. Just click on add, mark these options, and expand .NET 4.5. just expand WCF as well under 4.5. make sure you have marked each and every options, and just expand bits as well, and you need to mark this. Now you need to click on remote differential compression. That's it. So just click on next button, just click on next. Now we are on the page where we will select IaaS features. So actually you just need to make sure you have selected each and every option except FTP. Just click on mark which are unchecked. Except FTP you need to select each and every options. Just click on next, and before clicking on install button you need to click on this option, specify an alternate source path, and you need to provide the path of your server 2012 R2. just open your server 2012 R2 ISO and click on sources button, and there is a folder SXS. so this is the folder that exactly we need to provide the path. So provide this path because it's also saying you need to provide the path of your server 2012 R2 installation, like under sources folder SXS. So just click on OK and just click on install button. After that, what we need to do, we need to install ADK on our SCCM machine, and after that we need to SQL Server. So let's copy our Windows ADK software on our SCCM machine. Just copy this from your physical machine and paste on your SCCM machine. So roles and features are also going to install. Till the time, let's check how many RAMs are available in this machine. We have 2 GB RAM. So let's expand this memory and processor as well. Once we install roles and features, after that we will do this. So we have successfully installed these roles and features on our SCCM machine, and before proceed further, I am just going to increase virtual machine's memory, because in SCCM machine I am just assigning 4 GB, and the processor I am just providing 2. Just click on OK. So what we need to do after that, we need to install ADK on our SCCM machine. So let's install ADK on our SCCM machine. We have ADK setup, so just open your ADK setup, expand this, and just right click on ADK setup and click on open. Just click on next. You can choose yes, no. Just click on next, click on accept. I am taking all options here, but all option is not mandatory. Some of the option is optional. You can unselect those, but in my this example I am taking all options. Just click on install and click on yes. It will take some time to install this, around it will take 10 to 15 minutes, or it depends on your system speed as well. Great. We have successfully installed our ADK as well. Just click on close button and click on close. Now we need to install SQL Server on our SCCM machine. So this is the setup of SQL Server ISO. So just let's copy this ISO on our SCCM machine so that we can install SQL Server as well. There is some problem. I was not able to copy this SQL Server ISO in my SCCM machine, so I have copied this on my Active Directory machine. So let's browse our Active Directory machine and open users, admin, desktop. So from here I am just cutting down this and just doing paste. Yes, so this is the ISO and you need to mount this in server 2012 R2 or in Windows 10. Directly you can mount any ISO file. So once you will mount this, you will see there is a drive came under your my computer. Just open and just run the setup file. Just right click on this and click on open. Just click on next. Now we are installing SQL Server in the SCCM machine. So just what you need to do, just click on installation tab and click on new SQL Server standalone installation or add features. So just if you have any key you can enter, otherwise you can use specify free edition. So just click on next. Mark I accept for license agreement. Just click on next. In your SCCM machine for some time you should have internet connection, because when you install SQL Server it will check some of the updates from internet. So I just run this, make sure you have entered. Just click on next. Actually your machine is not able to connect with the internet, so that's why this option came, SQL Server setup couldn't search for updates. Just click on check again, or make sure in your machine have internet connections. Yeah, we have internet connection. So it has been checked, there are no further update for SQL Server, so this is up to date version. And just click on next button. Just click on back. Yeah, you should have all passed here. Just click on show details and you can see in under status all options has been passed. So just click on next, and just by default we will take SQL Server feature installation. Just click on next. Here we have multiple features that that is required to install SCCM Server. So just choose select all features here. Just click on next. Just click on back. Yeah, here also we have all past status. Just click on show details and next. Here is the option that we can choose instance configuration. Like if you want to choose default instance, there will be a instance will be create with the name of MS SQL Server, or if you want to create your own any instance with any name, you can provide the name, but in this scenario I will take default instance with the name of MS SQL Server. Just click on next. Here we have some options like server configuration. When you install SQL Server, these are the services that will be installed in your SCCM machine. So we need to define from which account we want to manage these services after installation, from which account we want to manage these services. So in my scenario I want to manage these services with SCCM user. So I have provided this password tcs@123. Just I have copied this and just click on account name and just click on browse tab. Provide your username and password through which you want to manage these services after installation. So it's not responding. Let's open your, yeah, it's already connected. Some of the times when you run internet in your machine, so it create problems. So just remove gateway and DNS server. Yeah. So just provide your username SCCM admin. Yeah, it has been, yeah, just click on OK and provide the password. I'm sorry, just provide SCCM admin. What happened? Provide the password, paste the password, click on tab and click on tab, just press down keys 2 times, just provide SCCM. It should not ask username and password because the connectivity is okay with your domain controller. It's taking as well as it's asking. So these are the services that I will use SCCM admin to restart and to stop. Means through this account I will manage these services. Below 2 services you don't need to change anything, and just click on next. Here we have option database engine configuration. So I will use Windows authentication mode in this. Just click on add current user and just click on add, so that we can add one more user in case if any one user has deleted accidentally, so that we can use second account. So we will use 2 account, one is domain administrator and one is SCCM admin. So just click on next. In analysis service configuration we will use multi-dimensional and data mining mode. Just click on add current user and click on add and provide your administrator. 1 second. We have some problem, I think. Let's open our, let's check connectivity. our machine is pinging with IPv6. I think there is any entry exist in DNS server with IPv6. Just check that. Yes, it's obtaining IT hub/administrators. Just click on next. Choose install and configure option under reporting services configuration and just click on next. Same thing, we will add current user and one more user, administrator. Just click on next. By default you need to choose, just click on next. Just click on back. I think we are able to see all status has been passed. Just click on show details to cross verify. So you should have all options passed status. Just click on next, click on install, and we have started the installation of our SQL Server in SCCM machine. Now it will take around 30 to 40 minutes, and it depends on your system speed as well. So till the time I'm just pausing this video and I will come again. So guys, we have successfully installed our SQL Server as well, and just click on close button and click on close. Just click on close. So now we just need to install SQL Server only, and every steps we have done. Now we are on 10th step, install SCCM Server. So how you need to run the setup, just open your C drive. We already have extracted this setup file. Just open this and just right click or double click on surplus file. Choose your Microsoft HTML application host option and just click on install button. Click on yes. Just click on next. Choose this option, install a configuration manager primary site, and if you want to install cache site, you can choose this option, but if you want to install primary site, just select this option and don't select this option. Just click on next. If you want to install SCCM with licensed version, provide the license key. Otherwise just select install the evaluation edition. This will be free for 180 days. Just click on next. I accept all these terms and conditions. Just click on next. Here we have a option, download required file and use previously downloaded file. Actually some of the language files are need to download from internet. If you have already downloaded those files, you can choose this option, use previously downloaded file and provide the password where you have these files. But if you don't have these files, you just select this option, download required files, but make sure you should have internet connection. So let's provide the internet connection in this machine, and just 192.168 just 020. This is my internet gateway IP address, router IP address, and just pointing 8.8.8.8.8. So I don't have already downloaded this file, so just I'm doing this option and just click on browse button, provide the path where it can download from internet, and I'm choosing the same path and I'm just creating the folder downloads. Just click on OK, just click on next. It will take some time to download these files from internet. Once you will complete this, you will see all required files has been downloaded in this folder. So till the time I'm just pausing this video. So guys, finally we have downloaded all language files from internet, and now you have the options to choose server language selection. So choose your server language that you want. In my scenario I'm just taking English language. Just click on next. This is the page where we need to select client language selection. So here you can choose your language that you want. Here also I'm just taking English language. Just click on next, and this is the page where we need to configure our site code. For example, for your identification, what site code you want to add here. In my scenario I'm just taking IND, and you can provide any name for your site identification like program. And this is the installation directory where our SCCM will be installed. Just click on next button. If you want to join this primary site under cache, so just select this option and provide your cache server name. But if you want to install this site as a primary standalone site, so just select this option, install the primary site as a standalone site. So in my scenario I want to install this site as a standalone site, so just choose this option and just click on next. So this is a warning, you have to select it as a standalone, so you can expand this site into hierarchy at a later time by installing cache. Do you want to continue? Yes, I want to continue. Just select yes button. So this is the option exactly where it's asking SQL Server name. So this is the name of your SCCM server, or you need to provide the name of your SQL Server, because I installed SQL Server also in the same machine, so that's why this is the name. And you just need to click on next button. What would happen, actually we are missing one step that I forgot it. After just install of SCCM SQL Server, what you need to do, you need to set memory for SQL Server, and you need to disable TCP IP option. So how you can do this, just clicking on next button. Before clicking on next button, just open SQL Server Management Studio to set the memory. So just open SQL Server Management Studio. So just click on connect button, it will connect with our database. So just right click on this and click on properties. We are just going to set memory so that our SCCM cannot use the memory that we define. So in my scenario I'm just taking 2500 MB, so that we are just defining a limit so that our SQL Server cannot use more than 2.5 GB RAM. So just click on OK and just click on disconnect and just click on close. And one more thing, just open SQL Server Configuration Manager. SQL Server Configuration Manager. Right, this is the option SQL Server Configuration Manager. Just open this and just expand this option SQL Server Network Configuration. Just click on Protocol for MS SQL, and you need to actually enable this option. I'm sorry, you need to, yes, you need to disable, I'm sorry, which option, right, you need to enable this option. Just right click on this and click on OK, and just click on SQL Server Services, because you have changed something, so you need to change, you need to restart all services. So just restart all those services that are in running state. Just right click on this and click on restart. This is the important service, SQL Server, MS SQL Server. Just right click on this and click on restart. This one also. So we need to enable this option actually. That's it. So just come on our SCCM installation page. Just click on next. If you are able to proceed this, so means your connectivity with your SQL Server is okay, and just click on next, and just click on next. Here you need to select this option, configure the communication method on each side system role. Don't select this option because we want to use HTTP with our communication with our SCCM to client machines. So just mark second option, just click on next. And we want to install management point and distribution point role. Just select this option and just click on next. Click on next. And we don't want this option. Actually this is the new option in current branch. And what is the use of this option? It will install a service connection point role in this machine, so that it can get an information if we have any latest version of SCCM server. So we can do this later. So just as of now we will skip this for now. Just click on next. This is the summary, and just click on next. Actually this is the page. Here it will check do we have missed any prerequisite. So if we have missed any prerequisite, so we need to correct them and we need to click on install button. And if we are getting only two types of warnings, then it means we didn't miss anything, because the WSUS on site server, this is optional. As of now we didn't install this role, that's why it's giving warning. And this is the SQL Server process memory allocation, because in my machine we don't have 8 GB RAM as well, so this is not a problem. If you are seeing these two warning only, it means you are good to go. Just click on begin install and wait for your installation. You have started your SCCM installation in this machine, and now you just need to wait around 30 to 40 minutes till it's complete. And after that you will see you have installed your SCCM server. So till the time I'm just pausing this video. Hey guys, finally we have installed our SCCM server, and after that you will see this message, core setup has completed, and you will see all things has been successfully installed. Just click on close button and just click on cancel. Just click on close. To cross verify, what you need to do, you need to open your SCCM console. So just open your SCCM console. this is just a warning because we didn't install service connection point role. You can install this later, and just click on OK button. You can see we have successfully installed our SCCM server, and we have successfully opened our console. It has been successfully connected with our site code, and this is evaluation version. This is for free for 180 days. So what is the version? Just click on this, click on about configuration manager. This is the version 1802 that we have installed in this machine. So just click on administration, expand site configuration, and click on site. This is our site code, and this is the name of our SCCM server, and this is the version. That's it. So guys, in this video we'll learn about how we can install our SCCM server with complete steps. So guys, please subscribe my channel as well if you want to get a notification if I did any if I upload any videos. Thank you for watching.